Hi everybody, it's Jupiter from the Highest Kingdom. So this video is going to be based on Santa Muerte. So I have decided to just make a post stating that you guys can ask me your questions regarding her and I'll make a video and answer them. So this is going to be this video, and I'm also going to cover a few of the misconceptions regarding her. So just to jump right into it, this is our Santa Muerte by me and my boyfriends. So this is her, and it's the purple one. We do have a few of the other colors. This is just the one that I felt really wanted to pop out in a specific video. So this is the one I grabbed, and I also do have her rosary. So regarding Santa Muerte, she is a Aztec spirit. I've covered this already in my other video. If you haven't seen my first video, I'll probably link it down below in the description bar. But she is an Aztec spirit, and she also has this form of Santísima Muerte, otherwise known as La Niña Blanca, Santísima, for the full name, Santísima, La Flaca. So yeah, she has a few nicknames. Now, she originally does come from Mexico. One of the questions that I got asked regarding her is how or what is some advice regarding when you want to communicate with her for the very first time. Now, this is my advice because I feel like a lot of people tend to see her as a trend now. They're seeing her as a trend. And I just want to state, she is not something to be played with. She is not a trend. She is not for a aesthetic. You have to have a full-on connection and commitment to a spirit. And there's no if, ands, or buts. I wake up and I pray to her every day, you guys. I wake up and pray to her every day. I light her candles every day. Every other day, I'll smoke a cigar for her. Every other day, I'll give her, a little bit of weed. Every other day, I give her something. And it's just the fact of giving and taking because she's provided so much for me. One of the things I want to state when it comes to the spirit is you can try to want to work with her, but it also is up to the spirit if they want to work with you. You can try to build a connection with her, but you won't feel anything, honestly, if the spirit does not want to connect with you, to be quite honest. So you can try to work with her, but you will know if she's not working with you or if it's just not a yes sign. But usually what I do recommend or if you are planning to proceed forward and build a little altar for her, I recommend getting her some candles. You don't even have to have like an actual statue of her just yet. I didn't start off that way. I had just candles set up to her and some bread right there, and I had a glass of water for her, and she was still there. And this is going back in probably 2018. So yeah, you don't really need like a whole bunch of statues or whatever. Over time, you will see your altar build up and she will ask you for things. So I would say to not stress it out immediately. Just start off small and see if you can build a connection with her and if she wants to connect with you as well. Another question that I got asked is, can I use different saints while worshiping her? You definitely can. I just recommend to give her own space. You'll watch some videos of people saying that she doesn't really need her own space. I feel like she does, and this is just my personal experience with her. This is my own personal opinion as well. But from the connections I've had with her, I feel like she definitely likes to have her own spot. And I feel like at the same time, she deserves it. She deserves to have her own little area that's all her. So you can work with other saints, yes. I would suggest to not mix them together though, and still make sure that you are aware that she's Santísima Muerte. Only Santísima Muerte. She is not some other saint, and you cannot call her something else. This is full on Santísima Muerte, and just make sure that you stay addressing her as the way that she is and not changing her to fit those spirits around. So that's just one thing I really want to say. Yes, you can work with other spirits. You can still worship God as well, but I do feel like when you put them together, her and God, you tend to block a few of her abilities. In my opinion, I feel like you block a few of her abilities, or there's like a stop where she can only do so much for you. And this is, again, my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with this, but I feel like there's a few blockages when it comes to mixing her with other deities. So I would suggest to make sure she has her own spot if you want to work with other spirits regarding her. Now, somebody stated that they feel like they're connected to her, but they feel like she's gonna take their soul. You guys, this is the biggest misconception regarding Santísima Muerte. She is not the one that takes souls. Remember, she is the one that guides you in the afterlife to crossing over, to being and going where you have to go. I don't know where this misconception has really come, but no, she will not take your soul That's like the biggest things that are said out there. And plus, I feel like half of the people that say these things about her are people that are not experienced with her, have not had an actual genuine connection. So that's another thing I want to state regarding her. She will know your true intentions, you guys. You cannot lie to her. This is a spirit, okay? And the spirit can see through you. They can see the lies, the honesty, the dedication. If you're only in it for whatever you want, your benefit, she will know that. You cannot play her. I feel like there's a lot of people that think that they can just come in and also just use her. I've gotten people asking me, oh, I need help regarding money. Can I work with her? And I don't mean this in no disrespect, you guys. You cannot do that. That's like a slap in the face. Do not work with her because you need help and then think later on you could just toss her away. She's something more bigger than being able to help you. She's something more bigger than being able to get you money. She's something more bigger than that. She has a deep connection that she can offer you. Do not work with her for your benefit because you are struggling. This is not the spirit to go to. Do not do that. That is so disrespectful. Not just as in devotee to her, but to her. That's disrespectful as well. Another misconception of her is that she's very jealous. She is not a jealous spirit, you guys. I work with other female spirits and I tend to have still a good connection with her. She doesn't take it in any way. I do feel like you do have to honor her though before you continue and do whatever you have to do. Even then, you don't have to honor her before other spirits. I just feel like you should definitely still honor her while you're going to continue and work with other spirits. That doesn't mean you completely block her out for 3 days because you're going to go work with a different deity. You should still honor her as you regularly should. Again, you guys, I recommend to ask people that have actually worked with her because I feel like a lot of the stuff that people talk about on YouTube, not everybody, but just a few people, read paragraphs about her and then make videos regarding her without actually having experience with her or having full-on years working with her. So when it comes to her, I would say that she's not a jealous spirit. I've never got that vibe from her. Also, that she'll take people's lives if you do not take care of her. I've never heard of that, honestly, you guys. I feel like that's also one of the biggest misconceptions. I just feel like we also have to look at it from a different point of view. How would you feel if somebody came and got a bunch of help from you and then just dropped you at the end? Did not give you credit, did not tell you thank you, did not repay you, just left and used you. It's just the exact same relationship, except it's with the spirit, and in this case it would be Santísima Muerte. So this is one of the biggest misconceptions. Of course things will go wrong if you do her wrong, just like as if you would do any other person wrong, and sometimes we pick the wrong person to do wrong at times, and this would be a spirit that you would definitely not want to put in that situation of doing her wrong. I want to state, if you feel like you have a connection with her, do not work with her. If you're scared, if you still have fears programmed in you regarding her or just this work in general, do not bring her forward. Do not call her. Do not buy a statue if you're not serious. Even then, people in the botanicas have to deal with people trying to return them because they thought that they were ready and they were going to dedicate themselves and they didn't, and then they have people returning them. This is something serious. It's a commitment. Once you buy it, you should really take it serious. It's not something that, oh, I changed my mind, I'm going to put it back. It's a spirit. It's a relationship. You have to respect it equally. Do not buy it. Do not work with her if you are going to not be serious. The most I recommend to do, if you can't have her in your room because of where you live for whatever reason, I recommend to get her rosary and just do prayers to her every day. And you can just light her candles in your room and it wouldn't be so obvious. But this is what I recommend. So another question I got asked is, how do you know that when she has helped you? What's the sign that you know that she's helped you? To be quite honest, you get what you want. Whatever you had asked her for, whatever you told her you wanted, and she provides it for you. That's how you know you're getting what you want. Or she'll give you confirmation, or she'll show you in your dreams. I know she shows up in my dreams sometimes, or sometimes I can hear her. So it's just different with every other individual depending on your abilities as well, I would say. So you'll get strong confirmation though. She'll definitely show you. But yeah, you guys, this is Santa Muerte, and she's been very kind to me and she's helped me a lot, and she has saved me a few times regarding depression. Every time I would get this down, she would show up, and it was like a boost of energy and like pushing me to do everything that I thought I just wasn't capable of. So this is why I work with her. She has showed up numerous of times, even when I had shut her out, to be quite honest with you guys, and left her for a different religion, and left her for a different belief, and left her for a different spirit. She never had evil intentions towards me. She never took it in a bad way. And I think that's because she knew that I was always going to come back to her, and she was just being patient with me. So yeah, you guys, this is Santísima Muerte. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys got some answers regarding her. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe and follow the Highest Kingdom on Instagram. You can also follow my main Instagram, Jupiter Valentine. Other than that, see you guys next time.